6:46 now on the morning show. Hey, it's Doug Wagner with you. Glad to have you with me on a Friday. It is January 6th of 2023. 14 degrees in Cedar Rapids feels like 4 degrees. It's 18 degrees in Davenport, feels like 8. 16 feels like 9 in Iowa City now on the program. Jason Wilcox is joining me right now. He's the author of the book is called The Listening Space, a guide to strengthening parent-child relationships with motivational parenting. Glad to have you on the program. Thank you very much, Jason. You and your co-author, they and Salih, have put together really a good book and a good resource for parents. You know, it's difficult parenting now. I mean, my parents, it seems, had it easier with me, and I had it easier with my kids than parents now. I don't know if I could be a parent right now. It's so difficult. Why did you write this book in the first place?
Well, first, thanks for letting me be on the show. And the book in the first place, well, it comes down to a couple different things. I'm a social worker by trade and love behavior and working with people. And over the years, I've been trained in a specialty called motivational interviewing. Mm-hmm. And that specialty, it works with people on how to do behavior change and connect with them. And when I was doing that, I noticed what a difference it would make with my kids. And then I started helping others apply it in their homes. And it just totally changed the home dynamic between all the relations. And so then we started studying it and looking at it and writing a book on it, and found it highly, highly effective.
It seems like relationships, you know, this parent-child things can get out of balance, and then it quickly becomes a wrestling match between the parent and the child, or between the parents and the child, with that child sometimes playing the parents against one another, and even vice versa, one parent playing a child against another, something like that. How do you help find balance with regard to the relationship so that the parents are still the leaders of the household, but at the same time they're not this dominant, feared individual within the house by the child?
Well, that's the difficulty, right? A lot of parents struggle with the idea that they have to be, you know, kind of the domineering figure there. They have to control in order to keep the child safe and obedient. But what we teach on is that there's this balance where, yes, you have to keep structure and systems and some rules, but you work with the child as a collaboration to meet those goals or meet those expectations. And there's just ways that you can kind of shift the conversation from me versus you, child, to us. How do we collectively work on getting you good grades, or how do we collectively work on making it so you're successful in the home with your chores?
As a team, that really makes sense. It does make sense. Jason Wilcox is the co-author of the book. It's called The Listening Space, a guide to strengthening parent-child relationships with motivational parenting. You say that there are some words that are never okay to say when you're disciplining your kids. What would some of those be?
So you want to stay away from judgmental words. So things like, "Oh, you're a rotten child," or "You're just so lazy or spoiled," right? They're sending a very negative message to them, and it kind of sticks within them. Mm-hmm. You also want to stay away from very aggressive words, being over top with them, of yelling or getting very upset with them. Mm-hmm. Those kinds of things will cause more problems for sure.
Yeah, and when they shut down, it's going to be difficult to get them out of there, and it's going to just build resentment over time. I really do encourage this book. It's something where Jason is a licensed clinical social worker and a behavioral health specialist. The research is there and what he does every day. Like he said, taking a look at what happened in his own home, that was really the impetus of what was going on behind this book. The Listening Space, a guide to strengthening parent-child relationships with motivational parenting. Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Check with your local bookstore to find out where you can get this as well. Jason, thanks for joining us. Hope that you have a wonderful weekend, sir. Take care.